Imagine walking into work on a Monday morning. You check your email. You attend meetings. You complete tasks. You wait for Friday. Then you repeat the same routine for the next 40 years. That cycle has a name. It's called the rat race. And millions of people are stuck in it. Not because they're lazy, not because they're unintelligent, but because they were never taught how money really works. There's a book that has changed the financial mindset of millions of people around the world. It teaches simple but powerful lessons about wealth, income, and financial freedom. Today, we're going to break down 6 life-changing lessons that can help you escape the 9-to-5 cycle and start building real financial independence. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Rich people don't work for money. Most people spend their entire lives working for money. They wake up early. They trade their time for a paycheck. And when the paycheck stops, their income stops. But wealthy people think differently. They focus on making money work for them. Let me tell you a simple story. A luxury resort was about to be built in a small town. Hundreds of construction workers were hired, including 2 men. Let's call them Robert and James. Robert had one goal: earn as much money as possible. He worked overtime. He tried to impress his manager. He pushed for promotions. And eventually, he became one of the highest-paid workers on the site. But James had a different mindset. Instead of focusing only on his daily wage, he asked himself a powerful question. What opportunities will this project create in the future? So he did 3 things. First, he bought shares in the company building the resort. Second, he purchased inexpensive land near another location where the next resort was planned. Third, he built a small rental property for future employees. 5 years later, the construction ended. Robert lost his job. But James didn't panic. His shares had increased in value. His property generated rental income. His land had appreciated. He didn't need a job anymore. That's the difference between working for money and making money work for you. Lesson 2. Financial education is more important than high income. Here's something most schools never teach. Making money is important, but understanding money is life-changing. There's a simple example that shows this perfectly. Imagine a child who receives $1. Most kids would spend it immediately, but one child decides to buy balloons, inflate them, and sell them to other kids for profit. Same money, different mindset. That's financial literacy. In many successful business families, children learn one rule very early: assets first, lifestyle later. In other words, don't increase your expenses before increasing your income sources. But many people do the opposite. They buy expensive cars. They upgrade their lifestyle. They take on debt, all before building assets. And that's why financial education matters more than a high salary. Because without financial knowledge, even a large income can disappear quickly. Lesson 3. Mind your own business. Most people believe their job is their business. It's not. Your job pays your bills. Your business builds your wealth. Here's what usually happens. Someone receives their paycheck and immediately pays rent, utilities, groceries, and subscriptions. Then they try to save whatever is left. But wealthy people follow a different rule. Pay yourself first. They invest money before spending it. Let me share a real lifestyle example. A young man moved to a big city with almost nothing. He started washing dishes in a restaurant. Later, he got a job making tea. He noticed something interesting. Customers kept coming back. Not just because of the tea, but because of his friendly personality. Eventually, someone offered to partner with him and open a small food stall. The business grew, but later the partner removed him from the business. Most people would give up. He didn't, because he had been saving money consistently. Using those savings, he opened his own restaurant. That restaurant became successful and eventually expanded into multiple locations. The reason he succeeded wasn't luck. It was discipline. He always paid himself first. Lesson 4. Work to learn, not just to earn. Many people choose jobs based only on salary. But wealthy individuals often choose jobs based on skills. Because skills create long-term income. Think about it. A job that pays slightly less but teaches valuable skills can be more valuable than a high-paying job that teaches nothing new. Early in their careers, many successful entrepreneurs were willing to work for very little money, sometimes even for free, just to gain knowledge and experience. They understood something most people don't. Skills are assets, and the more valuable your skills become, the more valuable you become. So instead of asking, "How much does this job pay?" start asking, "What can this job teach me?" That single question can change your career trajectory. Lesson 5. The rich create opportunities. One of the biggest differences between wealthy people and everyone else is how they see problems. Most people see obstacles. Wealthy people see opportunities. Imagine a piece of land located next to a major road. Normally, that land would be very valuable. But in this case, there's a problem. A dirty drainage canal runs between the road and the property, making access difficult. Most buyers avoid it. But one investor looks at the situation differently. Instead of seeing a problem, he sees potential. He buys the land at a low price. Then he invests money to fix the drainage issue and build a small bridge. Suddenly, the property becomes accessible. Its value increases dramatically. And when he sells it, he makes a significant profit. The lesson is simple. Money flows to people who solve problems. Lesson 6. Overcome fear and take action. There are 4 major obstacles that stop people from building wealth. Fear, self-doubt, laziness, bad habits. But the biggest one is fear. Fear of failure. Fear of losing money. Fear of making the wrong decision. Here's a simple mental model that can help. There are 2 types of decisions in life. Type 1 decisions. Low risk. If they fail, life continues normally. Examples: starting a blog, learning a new skill, applying for internships, trying freelancing. These decisions should be made quickly. Type 2 decisions. High risk. If they fail, they can seriously impact your life. Example: quitting your job without savings to start a business. In this situation, the smarter approach is to reduce risk first. Start the business on the side. Build income gradually. Then transition when the business becomes stable. That's how successful people manage fear. They don't avoid risk. They control it.